What's up, everyone? Welcome back to the True Blue Podcast. I'm your host, Zach Zucardi. You can find me on Instagram at True Blue Podcast. It is Friday night, October 7th, and I'm here just kicking it. Today I had the diet of a 14-year-old sleepover. I had cookies, pizza, soda, and then cheesecake. And it was amazing. Cheesecake was so fucking good, man. I couldn't believe it. I went to Saggio's here in Albuquerque, and the pizza was great. I mean, everything was great. Cookies were okay. I had those at work. Not the best thing to eat. Oh, I had popcorn too, so that's part of my 14-year-old sleepover diet. But, you know, it's Friday, you know what I'm saying? I work hard for the money. I'm not fucking slobbing it like that all the time. But the cheesecake was really good. Like, really good. Usually you don't do pizza and cheesecake together because it's kind of a, you know, double whammy. I'm lactose intolerant, so I'm kind of gambling as is. But it was real good. Real good. I went with my friend Mike. Shout out to him. And yeah, we're here with session 63. I've done 63 of these motherfuckers, so it's pretty cool. Gonna get into, since we last spoke, some self-care, some poetry, and some music. So, you know, let's just get the ball rolling. Let's do some thunder. Man, it would thunder like that in New Jersey. Not out here in New Mexico, but in New Jersey, we'd get fucking some crazy thunder. And it was awesome. So since we last spoke, I went to see Krungbin at the Santa Fe Opera, and it was amazing. So my friend Mario, rest in peace, one of the last conversations we had was we talked about this band Krungbin, and they just put out their album Mordecai. This is in 2020, and yeah, we were connecting on that. So when I went to see them, I took his spirit with me. You know, like I felt them. It was real cool. I could tell he was there with me. And the show was great. They were amazing. I saw them 2018 or 19 at Meow Wolf, which is a much smaller venue. Probably holds like maybe 1,000. And then the Santa Fe Opera probably holds like, I don't know, like 5,000 or some shit like that. It was maybe 2,000, I don't know. But still, it was a lot. It was really cool venue. I had never been there. And man, it was sold out. The crowd loved it. They sounded great. It was awesome. Like, such a good time. And then afterwards, I went to Burger King, and the fucking food was so good. Holy shit. So fucking good. Man. Sometimes you luck out when you eat fucking like pizza and hamburgers and shit and fast food. It can be fucking really good. I don't eat it a lot, but when I do, man, it was really good. But yeah, great show, great vibe. I had a front row mezzanine. There's my speaker turning off. But yeah, I had front row mezzanine. Such a great view. Beautiful night too. It wasn't like, because it's an outdoor, like indoor venue. I guess amphitheater maybe is what you call that. But it was beautiful night. Just like perfect weather. So yeah, great show. And then I went to see a couple nights later at Meow Wolf in Santa Fe, Broken Social Scene. They're like indie band from Canada, and they were excellent as well. They played most of the songs off of their album called You Forgot It in People, but they played songs off self-titled, and it was excellent. They put on a great show as well. I went to that one by myself. It was awesome. Actually, that day I hung out with my brother. We had tortilla flats, which was delicious. And it was a great hangout. I love my brother. It was just so great to hang out with him. And, since COVID and just we live in different cities and, sometimes just being lazy, didn't really get to see him a lot. So it's important for me to spend time with my family, especially lately. So it was great. So, I did that. Then I went to the show. And the show was good. I bought a record. I bought their self-titled, and I bought a baseball hat or a dad hat or whatever. And yeah, really good show. The bands love playing at Meow Wolf. It's a pretty cool venue. You should check it out on YouTube. It's like an interactive, playhouse is the best way I can describe it. And yeah, it was a great show. So 2 good shows within just a couple days. And then I'm going to another show here. I'm seeing this band Zombie. And then the headline band is called Ohm. So that'll be fun. And then in November, I'm seeing Descendants, H2O. I'm seeing Drug Church and The Bronx. I'm seeing Hatebreed. And then Morrissey. So a lot of shows coming up for you, boy, which is good because that's my thing. That's what I do. I went to the Balloon Fiesta, which is the big thing here in New Mexico. It's like our big tourist thing. And I went to the Porta Johns. And the Porta Johns have a urinal part. And they probably had this for years, but it's pretty great. Because who wants to stare into the the shit part? Especially when they're pissing. It's torture. But yeah, you just piss in this this little urinal thing. It's pretty great. And I'm practically in Lamaze class when I'm in these Porta Johns. Because who wants to inhale? It just smells so shitty in there, literally. So I kind of have this vibe going on when I'm fucking in there. But yeah, for guys and having the urinal thing, it's again pretty great because you don't have to stare into that turquoise blue abyss where everyone shits and women have to pee and stuff. It's just, oh man, my heart goes out to those women. But yeah, it was good. It was good. But yeah, they have all this balloon shit out here, and it's cool. I'm not the biggest fan, but it's cool to see, If I have people visit and they want to visit this time of year, it's definitely cool to check out. They have all these events and stuff, and just seeing all the special shaped balloons in the air, and they'll fly over my sister's house, which is pretty cool. And yeah, it's beautiful. But, it's just a lot of people, and it's a big tourist thing, so traffic's definitely there. At the Balloon Fiesta, I noticed, I've noticed this over time, but there's a big trend in putting your sunglasses on the brim of your hat. There's a whole sect of men out there, and maybe women, who love that look. Doesn't really do it for me. I don't think I can ever commit to that look. Sunglasses on the brim. It just, I don't know, it has this, I don't know if it's hillbilly or country or redneck, or there's definitely a vibe that I get from it. But it's pretty widely used, and you'll see it out there. Sunglasses on the brim. Just not for your boy. Just not for me. If you see someone who looks like me rocking that, it ain't me. Just FYI. That's since we last spoke. That's kind of it. Keeping it short tonight. Gonna get into the self-care tip. Let's go for some more thunder. Telling you, thunder's great. We used to always lose power in Jersey, but it was kind of cool. We would light candles and play board games. I should say we did the candles mostly, but we rarely played board games. Maybe we did once, but I love that idea. So when I have my family, if we're ever living somewhere and the power goes out, board games are being busted out. Or maybe even one time I'll just pretend the power went out. We can just enjoy each other's company and light candles. Self-care tip this week is important things to keep in your car. Shout out to my friend Amy. We kind of talked about this. I talked about keeping water in your car, especially in the fall, because it stays cool. In the summer, it's pretty shitty. She lives in San Diego, and she said it was like 90 degrees recently. So I don't think that would work for any of the California motherfuckers, unless, you're in Northern California. But everywhere else in this country and in the world probably, it's great because it keeps the water cool and it doesn't freeze because it's just the fall, not winter, but fall. And it's just always smart to have water on with you, like water with you and shit. Because you never know when you're going to be thirsty. You never know when you're going to need it. Plus, like, you can maybe just, like, save money or, like, be healthier. And it's just a good reminder to drink water. So I'm going to make a list of some things. So the other thing I would suggest is the sweatshirt. Because you never know when you need a sweatshirt. Even in the summer. Because there's, like, some restaurants that keep the fucking AC pumping. And you're freezing your ass off. But, you go to your car and you put on a hoodie. And you're all right. You can enjoy your time. You don't have to rush eating or anything like that. So keep a sweatshirt. So I'm going to go through a list of some things to keep in your car. Some things are probably obvious, but some may not be. Jumper cables. Keep jumper cables in your car. You never know when you'll need them or you can help someone out. Flashlight. I mean, we have fucking flashlights on our phone, so you just make sure you have your phone on you. Matches. That's interesting. I don't know if I... Waterproof tarp. That's pretty hardcore. Wet wipes. That's a good one. You never know when you're going to need to clean your hands. You know what I'm saying? So I like that one. First aid kit. Okay, that makes sense, especially if you have a family or if you're fucking in the woods a lot or whatever. Umbrella. Yep, that's a good one. I have an umbrella in my car. Even though I live in the desert and it doesn't rain too often, but it rains enough, And what the fuck, It's just an umbrella. It's not going to be like open in your car. So keep an umbrella in your car. Ice scraper and snow brush. Another biggie. It fucking snows in some places. Not in California, where Amy lives, but where the rest of us live, it's going to snow. Blanket, gloves, and hat. Okay, this is a good one. I keep a blanket in my car. Kind of the same vibe with the sweatshirt. You never know when you're going to be cold. And, plus, like, you're with somebody, right? You can't both wear the same sweatshirt. So you have a blanket. Washer fluid, that's big, You never know when you're going to run out. You could always use water, but it's not the same. Cell phone charger, that's kind of obvious. I think most of us have that in our car. Reusable grocery bags. That's a good one because a lot of these hippie places, like in New Jersey, you always have to have fucking grocery bags. When I went back this summer, I had to buy like a fucking bag every time I go to like Rite Aid, which is a drugstore out there. So I bought all these bags and I just like gave them to my friends and shit. But yeah, keep those hippie grocery bags, or keep the hippie reusable grocery bags in your car. Hand sanitizer. Okay, that's a good one. You never know when you're going to need it, especially in these post-COVID days. But yeah, that's kind of the list. I got this on jdpower.com. 20 things to keep in your car. I like my list though. Sweatshirt. Keep some water in there. You know what I'm saying? A blanket. And yeah, I mean those are the key things. So yeah, do that. You'll thank me. All right, let's get into let's read some poetry. All right, we're doing some haiku. Here goes. Raining. A can of paint holds open the door. Rainy afternoon. Car wash. Deserted. Excuse me. November snow. Garage door left gaping. Fog. Just the tree and I at the bus stop. Home from a journey. My reflection in the glass of the front door. Small box from Japan, the smile of the clay Buddha through the packing straw. Mounted butterflies, snowflakes through the window. From winter storage, the prow of the canoe entering sunlight. Pausing, halfway up the stair, white chrysanthemums. Cool. A plastic rose rides the old car's antenna spring morning, leaving all the morning glories closed. The old album, not recognizing at first my own young face. That's awesome. The far shore drifting out of the mist to meet us. A lizard inching with the shadow of the stone nearer the cave's mouth. Far back under a ledge, the ancient petroglyph, faint, water sound. Still, some echo the pale jade cricket box in the museum. This is one of my favorites. I circled this thing pretty heavily. Here it goes. Perfect summer day, one blue crayon missing from the box. Isn't that amazing? Like, how creative and clever is that? Perfect summer day, one blue crayon missing from the box. Cleaning brushes, the last ray of sun drying the ink stone. First heat wave, coolness of the bike store basement. A shower darkens in the summer bookstore, the smell of new novels. That's cool. A screen door's quiet, rain and the sound of spoons placed carefully away. Summer afternoon, a beach umbrella no one comes to. Moonlit sleet in the holes of my harmonica. At the bottom of the Rocky Mountain slope, a pile of pebbles. The longest night, only the snowman stares at the stars. Well, there you have it. There's some fucking haiku for you. I'm going to read the best one again. Perfect summer day, one blue crayon missing from the box. Alright, so the True Blue playlists. The song I'm sharing is called My God Has a Telephone. It's from the Flying Stars of Brooklyn, Aaron Frazier. Aaron Frazier's the artist, but I guess he called himself the Flying Stars of Brooklyn. This is a great song, came out in 2017. It's a single. The B-side is called Live On. It's also amazing. But the song is fucking great. I heard it at work. I think it was like one of those radio stations or like songs that you can get a radio station, like it plays other like songs. And when it came on, like the vocals sound like a female, but it's not. It's a dude. And it's just like it's so soulful. It's so amazing. Classic soul. None of that new shit. Very beautiful. Of course, has great lyrics. This guy has a very angelic voice. It has like a xylophone, great drumming, really good like beat to it, and it hits your soul. What else could you ask for when it comes to like, you know what I'm saying, like music and all that stuff? It's just so amazing. So I'm going to read you the lyrics. They're just so good. Let's find it here. Okay. Again, this is My God Has a Telephone. The Flying Stars of Brooklyn, New York. Aaron Frazier. When I need a small reminder, when my legs can't find the road, when I'm heavy with my burden, so my back gets tired and bow. Got these questions I collected. He brings the answer to my ear. Because my God has a telephone. Hear it ringing in the morning. My God has a telephone. Hear him calling out a warning. It may be long distance, but you know there ain't no fear. All it takes is just persistence, and he's on the line with me. You can reach him any hour, and his voice is loud and clear. Call him up, feel the power. Make a deaf man begin to hear. Winter, spring, or fall, I hear his call to put faith over fear. My God has a telephone. Hear it ringing in the morning. My God has a telephone. Hear him calling out a warning. My God has a telephone. Hear it ringing in the morning. I mean, how amazing are these fucking lyrics? Especially this, like, when you listen to this, you'll know what I'm talking about. But he says, call him up, feel the power, make a deaf man begin to hear. I love that line, call him up, feel the power. And this is beautiful. This is beautiful. So beautiful. I mean, really. God has a telephone. You can call him anytime. Even if you've never called him, you can call him and he'll be happy to answer. And that's so great. How great is it that there's like something that loves us and you can just like talk to, and you can like, no matter what, even if you're angry at God or whatever, you can just call him up, feel the power. My God has a telephone. And I like this when he says, when I'm heavy with my burden, so my back gets tired and bow, got these questions I collected, he brings the answers to my ear. When I'm heavy with my burden. I don't know, can you hear my dog snoring? She's a doll. That's no dog, that's a doll. She's a little baby. She snores more than I do. I don't snore. I drool though, so watch out. Watch out. But yeah, great song. Great song. So happy to share this song. You know, I'm surprised I haven't shared it sooner. But it's so good. I mean, I just can't say enough about it. My God has a telephone. The Flying Stars of Brooklyn, New York, Aaron Frazier. Check this out. I'm going to share it on my True Blue playlist. You can find that on Spotify. My name on there is Donnie with a Y, Pepperoni. Donnie Pepperoni. Pretty clever name. Yeah, great song. Great podcast. Great session. Thanks for rolling with me. That was tonight's episode. Hope everyone's doing well. Enjoy yourselves. Eat pizza. And, love each other. Peace, everybody.
Just